Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the IELTS speaking test. My name is John and I'll be your examiner. Can you please introduce yourself?
My Vietnamese name is Nông Phan Hà Thái and my English name is Chloe. I'm 17 years old.
Okay. Are you a student or working?
I am a student.
Okay. Can you tell me about your family, please?
My family, there are 4 people in my family, my parents and my younger brother.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor when I grow up because my mom, she is a doctor and I admire her very much. So I want to follow her steps to be a doctor.
Good. Okay, this time we'll be having 3 parts of the speaking test. Okay.
Yes.
Part 1, it's all about general interview. Then for part 2, discussion and one turns, and then part 3 will be related to part 2. Okay.
Yeah.
But before that, may I have your identification card, please? Thank you. Now for first question for part 1, can you tell me where is the place you live?
I live in Vĩnh City. It's in the countryside.
What kind of place is it?
It's a village in the countryside.
Okay. What's the most interesting part of your city or village?
I think the most important part of my village is there are a lot of fields around the road and mountains and forests around.
Okay. What kind of jobs do the people in your village do?
The people in the village almost feed cow, pig and chicken, and they grow vegetables.
Okay. Would you say it's a good place to live there? Why or why not?
I think it's a good way to live because in the countryside it's very peaceful and people is also very friendly.
Okay, I would love to go there. Now that concludes your part 1. Now we're going to proceed to part 2. So in part 2, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to prepare. This is your paper
Yes.
if you wish to write something. And then after 2 minutes, you have 1 minute to do the speaking. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. And your topic is all about a well-known person or famous person, okay, that you like or admire. And the time starts
Yes.
now. Your timer stops. And as a reminder, I stand corrected. You have 2 minutes to do the speaking.
Yes.
Okay? Go ahead.
A well-known person that I like is Tam. She is a singer in my country, and she is one of the most famous singer in my country. She have a lot of famous songs, and all of them are my favorite song. She is very kind and she has a good voice, so her songs are very famous with people in my country. And I really admire her because she is very friendly with her fans, and if she has money from the concert, she will do charity work. I'm done.
Okay, that's good. Now can you please give back the paper and the question as well? Pen. Okay, so that concludes with part 2. Now you're going to proceed to part 3. This is two-way discussion. Since we've been talking about a famous or well-known person, the questions will be related to that, okay?
Yes.
Question number 1. What kind of people become famous in your country?
Can you repeat the question?
Again, what kind of people become famous in your country?
I think the kind of people that can be famous in my country is some singer, actors, and the one who has a effective in the internet.
Okay. What's different about people who became famous in the past with the people who become famous these days?
In the past, if you want to be famous, you will need a special talent, and it must be very dominant, and people will respect and admire you, so you can be famous. But now they just need fame to be famous. It's, even though they didn't have any talent or special thing.
Can you give me an example of that?
The example of
Those famous people nowadays.
I think is TikTokers.
What do they do there?
They just do some videos on the platforms, and then they become famous with no reason.
Are you a TikToker?
No.
Okay. Next question. Do you think it was more difficult to become famous in the past?
Yes, I think so. I explained that it's very difficult to be famous in the past because we need special talent, like you have a good voice, or you can act in some talent.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of people may become famous in the future?
Can you
Okay.
repeat?
What kind of people may become famous in the future?
I think that will similar to now. People will be very easy to be famous. They just need drama and fame to be famous. They don't need talent.
Okay. So that concludes our speaking test. Thank you for your responses. That's all for today. Goodbye. By the way, this is your name card. Thank you so much.
Thank you.